A week ago, there was an announcement from the U.S. Embassy that former President of Ecuador, Rafael Correa, his wife and children, former Vice President of Ecuador, Jorge Glas, his ex-wife, who divorced him several years ago, and his son are not eligible to receive an U.S. visa. This decision is based on their conviction for corruption in Ecuador in the lawfare case Caso Sobornos, where they were found guilty of receiving bribes under that was being called psychic influence. Former President Rafael Correa has been living in Belgium since 2017, where he was granted an humanitarian asylum due to political and judicial persecution. Meanwhile, former Vice President Jorge Glas was currently in prison, where he has been subject to physical and psychological torture. It's physically impossible for him to travel to Mexico, where he was granted an asylum, let alone to US. The situation is extremely strange as many corrupt politicians from Latin America move freely to Miami without any restriction. For example, another former president of Ecuador, Yamil Maguad, has lived in the US for 2 decades and even teaches at Harvard. Despite being convicted by Ecuadorian justice system for ruining the country economy and benefiting private banks. Another case involved the Isaias brothers, who were convicted using their influence as owner of Filan Banco, the largest bank in Ecuador in the 1990s, to receive a large sum from government money which they embezzled. They lived in Miami for 2 decades and even make donations to political parties in the US. In conclusion, this visa prohibition from 2 politicians who has been applied only reveals the force behind the lawfare in Ecuador and Latin America.